Getting Any from 1994 is writer-director Takeshi Kitano's rifly anarchic take on Japanese society, as depicted in the decades of movies during his own lifetime. A cultural comedy that will also entertain and amuse Western society audiences, particularly resonating with those with a knowledge of Japanese action cinema since the 60s, and an appreciation for many of the genre actors and cult characters of the time. The movie will have the biggest reward for such fans and deliver many moments of laugh-out-loud scenes and dialogue. So on that basis, most definitely, do be sure here to be Getting Any. This creatively comic-called tale follows the inept story of a daydreaming guy who wants to have sex in a car. Crazy indeed, but the movie as a whole soon spirals wondrously and wickedly out of control, like a strange and wholly welcome reinterpretation Japanese style of The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. The main character, named Duncan, first tries to realise his fantasy by getting a car, and even indulges his carnal craving by practising his lovemaking manoeuvres on a mannequin. He gets a rundown, small and cheap car, but soon realises that in order to attract the girls, he needs an open-top, convertible sports pulling machine. He euthanises his ailing granddad in order to profit from the sale of his living will donor registered body organs. Duncan's life skills are pretty inept though, and he gets amusingly screwed over by a smug car salesman. And so Duncan slips into full-on daydream mode, and reality becomes a blissfully banal and brilliantly funny blur for him. Yet a hilarious ride the rest of the way for all watching his zany adventures that take him on a journey through the movie mind of director Kitano, with all the bizarre and insane interactions of Japanese action characters and scenarios to revel in. Getting Any is like the Acme school of cartoon character Inspector Clouseau type meets Wile E. Coyote. When Duncan dreams of holding up a bank to get more money for his dream car, he doesn't just buy a gun, he takes work in a gun-making factory, works hard, earns the trust of his fellow workers and employers, and secretly makes his own gun at night. Even then, he runs out several other scenarios with hilariously bad outcomes as he strives to rob a bank and then hold up a security van transporting money. It's the recognisable movies and film characters from the stylish Nikatsu studio days of the 60s through to the action films of the 70s and 80s and to the fantastical creature features throughout those decades that really make this such a fun watch throughout. Scenes of Duncan auditioning for parts in the movies includes very amusing tryouts as a Daijoro doll ventriloquist act for a role in Lone Wolf and Cub. He becomes an extra on a samurai film set, disrupting all around him and yet ending up given the chance to play the lead role of Zatoichi. Particularly poignant as of course Takeshi Kitano himself played the iconic role in a 2003 adaptation of the classic Blind Swordsman iconic role. The anarchic humour does not stop there though, as Duncan steps hilariously into the mighty shoes of the legendary Joe Shishido, with hysterical results as those around him take him for a Yakuza hitman hired to kill a rival boss. Look out here for a Michael Jackson standoff bad video scene as well, and a ton of Yakuza movie in-jokes as well. Takeshi Kitano even gets in on the screen hijinks action later on, as he plays the role of a scientist who has invented the ability of invisibility, and of course Duncan becomes his first human guinea pig, with laugh-out-loud results to leave you with tears in your eyes at the Sacha Baron Cohen Borat-style situations that play out. Kitano and his scientist colleague suit up all Ghostbusters style to try and stop Duncan's perverse plays as being invisible, and finally get some with a naked form of ladies. This is a roller coaster riot that puts a 6.5 out of 10, broad smile to the face, and even tops itself come the finale, as Kitano's scientist unwittingly puts Duncan back into his invisibility reversal chamber, only for a fly to get in with him. And yes indeed, we are then treated to a super fun filled finale of Duncan as a giant Japanese monster man-fly take of Mothra, with the government unleashing their Earth Defence Force against him. The deployment of a giant pile of human excrement for the Flyman trap makes this a craptastic Cronenberg classic nod to have you rolling on the floor, and most definitely assuring that you will be getting any soon, as this madcap movie is the perfect pick-me-up parody for the ages. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Is pure nutty fun.
Okay.